Hey folks, we're going to talk today a little bit about some of the signs here on Earth that Earth's magnetic field is weakening. And these would be the signs that we can see day to day with the news stories that are coming out. You know, we just talked about one of these this morning in the morning show, that electricity coming off the person's fingers, sort of a mini St. Elmo's fire. It's something you usually see only in really high altitudes when a thunderstorm is coming, but we've been seeing it more and more with just higher ambient static electricity in the atmosphere. This is something that we really can look for if we start to see an increase very rapidly in these types of stories that are coming out. It's a pretty good sign that the atmosphere is getting juiced up to the point where it's becoming dangerous here in the ongoing geomagnetic shift as our weaker magnetic field allows more cosmic energy to come in. It's similar to what we saw with the pink auroras. No, they are not unprecedented, but the reason why they are rare is because they usually require a very strong geomagnetic storm. We didn't have one. It was barely a minor magnetic storm. It was, one of the weaker solar storms that you can actually have and still qualify as a solar storm. And to see these pink auroras really indicate that it was a much deeper penetration of the solar particles given the actual space weather that Earth was, subjected to at that time, which is indicating again that Earth's weakening magnetic field is letting that energy in deeper and deeper and deeper. Lightning is something else we can look at. You might remember this story from earlier this year. We've actually seen several stories about record flashes and overall record lightning counts on monthly and annual marks in various regions of the globe. This is something very serious that we can look for. And so just to quickly review lightning, electric resonance of the atmosphere, Schumann resonance. A lot of you guys follow that. It's sort of a how's the best way to put this? It is a concurrent symptom. It doesn't have as much to do in terms of having an impact when the Schumann resonance is changing. It's just another indicator. So let's say there's a major solar storm and it has an effect on people's psychology, on the weather. It will simultaneously have an effect on the Schumann resonance. So it's one of those things that we can really monitor and really tell where things are in the entire process. Of course, the aurora we mentioned, atmospheric electricity, the static you can hear, the static you can feel. If you actually see plasma coming off your fingers in high altitude, something like that. And I also want to mention that this is of course related to metal or even electrical devices that are in the human body. Pretty much the only thing that movie, The Core, got correct was that when Earth's magnetic field gets really weak, people with pacemakers could be in a little bit of a trouble. And that really goes for almost any metal in the human body. Now, that's not guaranteed that it's going to have significant, major, deadly effects. It's just that we have a much higher chance of that. Normal day-to-day life, okay, you've got metal in your knee or you've got metal in your teeth, something like that. No big deal. Well, it's very possible it will be a big deal once the situation progresses to an even further degree. Last thing I want to mention, we have actually seen, even though it was somewhere around 99% of the questions are already answered in the playlist and other videos, we've actually seen that jump up to near 100. So this is the actual disaster playlist. The first one on the list is the disaster movie, and pretty much all your questions are answered there. We answered them again in all these little breakout subsequent videos that follow it. Then, in all of these videos where you actually see me, these Q&A, we are answering the questions a third and sometimes even a fourth time. Folks, almost guaranteed, your questions have been answered. Tens of thousands of others here have done their homework, know the score, know exactly what's happening. It's really beneficial, and you'll probably hear questions and get answers to things that you hadn't even thought of yet. So truly, if you're here, if you're taking in this information, look right down below the video, click the Earth Disaster playlist and watch it. And of course, we've got your other usual resources down there below the video as well. I'll see you in the morning for the daily show. Be safe, everyone.